Hey you guys, DangerousThing here, and welcome to another episode of Noobs Playing Boom Beach. No, I'm just kidding. I'm the only noob around here. So, welcome to another episode of Boom Beach, and today I'm showing you the final takes on Operation Choke Points. So basically, just like you can imagine and just what it sounds like, I'm going to show you the final takedown on each base that we were able to finish off in the Operation Choke Point in the last 24 hours. And we actually weren't able to fully complete it. We only got 846 out of 990 victory points. Unfortunately, a few members were not available at the moment, and you know what? It's not a big deal. Come on now, we all have life to live, right? We can't just always sit around and wait until our attack runs up. Well, I mean, you should. Just kidding. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and look at the final takes of Operation Choke Point from about I suppose 1 day and 9 hours ago is when it started, so I guess it's kind of a few hours past the 24-hour mark now. So let's go ahead and start from the bottom and look at the very first takedown by Mr. Juicebox, and he took down Quota. So let's go ahead and take a look at this beautiful takedown over here, and look at the base, you guys. By the time he landed at the base with his slow pokes, just kidding, they're actually much faster compared to all the tanks. He lands all of his lovely little scorches, and then beforehand there were only 4 victory points collected from this base, and we basically are looking at a 2-step takeout of 2 players, contributing to the total victory of the task force and taking out Quota. So let's go ahead and take a look at how these little rascals, these little flame-throwing monsters, took out the core of the task force. And here we are, they're getting closer and closer, and look at all the boom mines, you guys. And now we just gotta keep them in line, because you know what they do. You know what Scorchers do? They start wandering around and they're just like doing whatever they want to do. But here is what this victory looked like, you guys. A few of these Scorchers are actually out, and one is just right now getting taken out. And look at that. All of the rocket launchers are blasting away at them. We are talking absolute craziness. Look at that. I think he's only got like 1, 2, 3 of them standing, and 1 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, all of them are getting pounded and getting fried with the flamethrowers. So this is fire on fire, baby. Fire versus fire. And just like that, you guys, Juicebox brings down Quota and collects all of the remaining 90 victory points and puts them into our victory point piggy bank. Alright, so this was the first takedown. Let's take a look at the second takedown. And who was it done by? Well, it was done by Mr. Dalamis, who destroyed the High 5 base. So let's take a look at the base. Let's zoom out a little bit, and this is what the formation looked like beforehand. A ton of things were taken out before he actually landed, so all of these shield generators were taken out. Let's go 2 times the speed and 4 times the speed, and watch little Zookers get closer and closer. Now we're gonna go ahead and put critters over there, and some Zookers are blasting at the core, some Zookers are blasting at the defense buildings, and down it goes, you guys. So beautiful and so powerful. Zookers are my favorite, I can't deny. I never did, I never will. So that was the second takedown, and you guys, here is the third takedown by yours truly, DangerousThing. And honestly, you guys, I feel like this is only possible. I mean, obviously it's only possible because I'm supported by everybody in the TF, and people are helping me out to take out a bunch of defenses beforehand, you know, so that by the time the following person lands, it is much more feasible and easier to get to the core and actually take it out. But let me tell you about this, you guys. I know I've spoken about it in length, but oftentimes when I attack during task force operations, I get a little jittery, because I feel like if I fail miserably, I turn, I kind of disappoint my team. You know, if I'm just playing on my own and I'm raiding a base and I lost, it's not a big deal because I'm gonna go retrain and come right back. But here I'm really letting the team down. So right around this corner where my Zookas and Heavies are cutting the corner, I was so nervous, and I was like, all right, I gotta drop the next smoke screen, smoke bomb, but I gotta be really careful because, you know, I gotta think about the GBE. And then my Zookas and Heavies like start to spread out right over here, and I completely started to shake. I'm pretty sure I dropped one of those med kits totally into the nothingness because I was just so worried. And look at that, you guys, my Zookas were dropping like flies. I was just freaking out, and just like that, I was actually able to finish it off. So let's go back and look at how many troops I've lost. So let's go ahead and click on it. So I've landed with 15 Heavies, lost all of them, and I've landed with 52 Zookas and lost 27 of them. So basically almost more than a half. Well, I guess, no, I can't do division right now. So huge losses, and I was so worried, you guys. I literally was like, oh no, I'm gonna let them down. And the operation was almost ending, and I'm thinking, okay, holy guacamole, I'm doing this. I took the spot of somebody who could have taken this down, but luckily I got it, and so I was thrilled. And now it is a second video, you guys, this week where I'm completing one of the task force operation bases, which is really rewarding. It's always the best feeling in the world. So enough about me. I sound so selfish. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this attack here, you guys, where absolutely no troops were deployed by Mr. Zombie Fortress. So I'm guessing he just used his GBE. So let's go ahead and take a peek at this beautiful victory. Down, and all the victory points are just piling up in this little corner, and we are moving on to the next one. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out the following last take on the last base that we were able to take out by Mr. Comandari. I don't know if the stress is on the first syllable or last syllable. Mandari or Comandari. I'm just gonna say it both ways, and you can pick whichever one you like better. Okay, so let's take a look, and of course it's a legendary combo of Heavies and Zookas, you know, the ones that get the job done every single time. And look how cool this little spot here. It almost looks like a heli landing, like like Gearhart probably lands her helicopter there and unleashes her evil children and her evil creatures. Alright, so let's go ahead 4 times the speed and watch the Zookas march their way behind the Heavies to the core. And look at all of the weaponries that are going into production. Shield generators. Ooh, cryo bomb right there. Looked like a cryo bomb. Okay, so this is where it is going to finally come to an end, you guys. And this is the last takeout of DangerousThing Task Force throughout our past operation. And like I said, we didn't get all of the victory points, but that's totally fine. And it's not even a big deal because it's all about having fun and enjoying yourself while playing. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Final Takeouts by the Dangerous family of dangerous players in the Dangerous Task Force. So you guys check back in the few, and hopefully we'll have more awesome attacks for you as we're progressing and playing an aggression every single day. And by the way, if you still don't have a task force to join, go ahead and send us an invite. We are the DangerousThing, and here is our task force tag. I don't really know whether it's a 0 or an O, but I think it's a 020UR289R. So if you don't have a task force, go ahead and check us out, you guys. We have 5 more spots available, and they're going fast. I'll see you in the next episode, you guys. DT is out.